This is Mike bringing you my review for episode 12 of season 5 titled Remember. Hey, huge episode. Huge. The build up for this episode was phenomenal for me because I knew we would be finally seeing Alexandria, the inside of Alexandria. The biggest location really in all of The Walking Dead that we've seen. Bigger than the prison, bigger than Woodbury. It's like nothing we haven't ever seen before. And it is a real town, by the way. Where they filmed it is a real town, which is pretty cool. I watched Talking Dead behind the scenes. That was awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into it. This is my favorite episode since the mid-season return. So that being said, I'm going to get right into it. So much stuff happened, but I'll break in my top 5 breakdown and then we'll get right into it. Excuse me. Number 5, Carl following Enid outside the walls, and then following that, teaming up with Rick to kill walkers. That was a cool scene. You know, Enid's very creepy right off the bat. I'm just saying, she's the creepiest all heck. Shady doesn't really say much. Was watching them when they first got there, so I think she's the one who took the gun. Realized she's kind of like watching them, and then Carl looked again. She wasn't there, so very creepy. What's she doing out there? Is she just sneaking out? Rebellious teen thing, or is she meeting somebody? Are those exiled people? 3 people who were exiled? I don't know. So I'm looking forward to see what's going on with that. Undoubtedly not good. Just saying, that's probably not good. So I enjoyed that. Getting to see her, Carl following her, kind of doing what Rick was doing. Rick walked out. He left. Originally I thought he was going to be doing his, little perimeter check. But then, when he approached that house, I'm like, oh, he's going to get the gun that he put in the blender, which of course now we know is not there. So he thinks something's up. Is he going to blame Alexandrians or not? So we'll see about that. Number 4, the whole interview process, which I enjoyed. It's different from the comics. They do interview each person. They ask them questions individually in the comics, but there's no videotaping of it. I like that aspect of it. I like that they threw that in there. That's different. That's fresh. And shows that anybody in the town can go look at the videos so they can see, oh, I want to know what Rick's like, or what's Carol really like, or particularly what's Daryl like. Although Daryl's interview was pretty much what he's normally like anyway. So. But I have to say my 2 favorite interviews were Daryl and Carol. I just thought it was hysterical how Daryl has the possum in the interview. His crossbow's on his back. He's just like fiddling with stuff on the desk. He's like walking, and she's like, you can sit. And he's like, I'm fine. She's like, do you want to stay here? I'm like, the baby, need a place. That's fine. Or something like that. He's like, carrying the possum around, which he guts. I thought that was all funny. Plays to his character well. Kind of like a lone wolf type. So that was cool. I love Carol's. Because you think she's going to go like, oh, I'm, tough, don't mess with me type thing. Not to that degree, but I thought she was going to be honest. And meanwhile, she's like, I'd come home, I'd always have dinner ready for Ed. I miss that wonderful, stupid man every day. I'm weak. These people took me in. I'm great. Grateful that they, protected me. I'm the den mother. She's very smart. Fumbling with the weapon when she handed it over. I almost thought that thing was going to go off accidentally and kill a woman. Who, comic book spoilers, I won't reveal her name. Not that it's a huge deal, but you'll find out her name soon enough. She has a big part to play eventually, so that was cool. Now, she's Carol's gonna get the dirt on people. She's gonna, be helping different people. She'll like expose herself and then get back to the group. That's pretty cool. I like that. Number 3 is meeting Ron, Jesse, and Pete. Big comic book moment there. Jesse, the girl who cut Rick's hair. Ron, her son. And Pete, for those of you who don't know, is her husband, who was the man who was smoking and in the dark talking to Rick. Shady guy. That awesome comic book moment there. Jesse, for those of you who don't know, is played by Alexandra Breckenridge. For those of you who watch American Horror Story, she was in her. She played Moira, I believe. Yeah, Moira was her name. Okay, that was awesome. Number 2, meeting Deanna. Deanna Monroe, leader. I like her so far. She was a congresswoman. It's pretty cool. How she's so welcoming, and I tend to trust her. I know the comics, but I do tend to trust her that she does want to help people. And her son Aiden, roughneck. That was a rough scene. I like when Glenn knocked him on his ass, and how Daryl backed him up. That was awesome. But meeting Deanna, seeing what she's all about, that was awesome. Huge comic book things happening right now. Just couldn't keep my eyes away from the screen the entire time. Number 1, finally arriving at Alexandria, finally getting to see inside the walls. Meeting some of the characters. One thing I didn't want to touch on though was the dry run. Aiden and Nicholas taking Tara, Noah, and Glenn on a dry run. Where they lost 4 people last time, and I understand. I see why, because they're incompetent idiots, for lack of a better term. They strung a walker up because it killed their friends, and to have a pre-game ritual of, I'm assuming, getting up on it or something. It gets away, sneaks up on them. They're trying to contain it. One of them, I think it was Aiden, who was holding it back. Well, Nicholas could tie it up or do something. It turned around, went after him. He threw it on Tara. Tara ripped its back open, and it turned around on her. And I believe it was Glenn. Yeah, it was Glenn who stabbed it, and they attacked them for you don't follow our rules. We're going back. Blah blah blah. But obviously, they're just incompetent. Plain and simple. It was just Deanna thanking Glenn. That was cool. Rick shaving too. That was another moment. People were rumored that he had shaved. This is why. Clean shaven, new haircut, and he's a cop again. Him and Michonne. And he has the outfit, tie, different from his Atlanta costume. So that was cool. Kill of the week has to be Carl's pole. Kill. Stabs the one that grabbed Rick's leg. That's about all I really have to say on this episode, so I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. And keep an eye out for my prediction, which will be up tonight or tomorrow. Okay. It's Mike now saying peace out.